How many of you actually want to get into day trading futures, but you just don't really know how to or don't know where to actually start from? Now, if you have $1,000 saved up, I'm going to show you a great broker because you're going to need to have one that you can use that will allow you to basically trade the future markets, whether it's the index or indices that you want to trade, commodities, the financial markets, whatever it may be, because there are different types of instruments and contracts you can trade when it comes to trading futures, right? Now, all you really going to need to do is find a solid broker, one that offers, I would say, low margins when it comes to trading these different contracts or these different types of future markets. Okay. Now again, starting with $1,000, yes, you can do so, but I want to mention that I recommend, I'm not gonna say tell anyone what to do, but I would recommend starting with the micro futures. And the reason why is the margins are a lot lower than trading some of the larger markets like the full-on E-minis and some of the other markets that could cost, higher up in larger amounts of margins. Okay. Now, I personally trade using AMP futures. Now, I'm not sponsored by them in any kind of way. And I'm not telling anyone to use them, but I'm just going to let you know and show you when it comes to their margins, why I prefer to use them and trade with them. But also another reason why is because of their actual reviews. Okay. Now, yes, reviews can be opinionated, of course, right? Because everybody can say good things or bad things based upon their own, situational circumstance that they may have been involved. It could be, a customer service issue, something that could be very minimal. Okay. Now, AMP Futures has been around for a long period of time, and they are a regulated broker. And I highly recommend anyone out there who's interested in trading the future markets, in particular the micros, take a look at AMP Futures. Just simply go to Google and type in AMP Futures, and you'll see they have about a 4.5, 4.6. I'll show you right now. Google review, right? With a couple hundred reviews there. That's decent, okay? Not bad at all in comparison to some others. All right. Now, NinjaTrader is also another viable or great option to use when it comes to trading futures as a broker. I would recommend them as well. Now, you cannot, I'm going to say today, trade, if you choose to go with AMP futures as a broker, trade them using NinjaTrader. They severed ties many years ago doing business together, okay? But I'm still able to do so because I was grandfathered in over 10 years ago, and I believe it's probably about 10 years ago. But today, you can't use or trade NinjaTrader. Now, they do offer a variety of different trading platforms that you can trade, especially like I believe TradingView, TradingStation. We'll take a look at some of them as we go to the website here in a moment. I'll bring it over. But I want to show you, if you got a small account of $1,000, I would definitely, again, trade using, a broker that has offers low margins, okay? In particular, like NinjaTrader or TraderVate, AMP Futures, okay? These are going to be some of your most cost-effective brokers out here that are really going to offer a variety of different features. I trade using NinjaTrader. I love the platform, but if you go to AMP Futures, you'll probably find your favorite trading platform as well. TradingView, okay? Sierra Chart, all right? Some of you may use the MetaTrader, platform. Let's see some of the other ones out here. All the trading platforms, just click on that right quick. And what you'll see here is that you have like CQG, some of you that may trade using that. Multi-charts is another good one that I hear people talking about. Let's see. I thought I said TradeStation, but I don't see it on here. I could be wrong about that one. Sorry about that. It must be TradingView. Okay. So, but yeah, if you see here, there's a list of them that you can use. Some of you, Investor RT, I'm familiar with that one there. But again, now when it comes to these trading platforms, some of them are free. Some of them may have, you can start off free with them, and then they have all these different options that you can, basically buy into. But the choice is yours. If you go here, you'll see that they do have all free. You can choose it by, in particular, the data feed that you actually use. And AMP offers, I think 4 now. They offer CQG, Rhythmic, TT, and there's another one, I believe, if we go back to the homepage here that they offer. Where is it at? Teton, I believe it is. They offer that one as well. Okay, so they offer a good all-in package. Just using them. As you see here, your futures trading super center, they offer like a one-stop shop, okay, with a list of a variety of different platforms you can use. I don't know any other broker out there that offers as many charting platforms and with their great in-house service that they offer that other companies may not. So let's take a look at the margins, because the reason why I want to talk about this in particular is their margins when it comes to trading the micros. They're very competitive. I would say that probably the best in the industry. As you can see right here, if you want to trade the E-mini S&P 500 micro futures, or look at this, the day trading margins are only $40 a contract. So that means you have to have a minimum of at least $40 per contract if you want to trade. So if you want to trade 2 contracts, you have to have at least $80 in there. Now, I believe they do require a $100 opening account fee, which means you have to open your account and have at least $100 in there. But again, per contract means the margin on this is $40 a contract. For the E-mini NASDAQ, okay, the micros, right, it's $100 per contract, meaning that you have to have $100 per contract to trade. The Dow, the micro E-mini Dow, $50, and then the micro E-mini Russell, $50 as well. Great starting options for anyone out there who's interested in trading the micro futures, all right? They are a great broker. I've been using them for over 15 years now. I have not traded using anyone else. I haven't moved over and opened an account with anyone else as well. I've been very happy with them and haven't had an issue with them. I mean, I open my account, I trade with them on a daily basis. I can withdraw whenever I want to, get my money. I don't have to worry about paying, high fees when it comes to commissions. They are very competitive when it comes to commissions as well. Now, with $1,000, how many contracts can you actually trade with $1,000 if you are, say for example, to trade with the micro E-mini NASDAQ? You could trade for 10 contracts. Now, I would not definitely do that because, again, like I said, it's $100 per contract, right? So if you want to trade 5 contracts, you would have to have $500 in that account. But I would not recommend trading 5 contracts, with just $500. Now, people always ask me, what's a great rule of thumb to use as far as a risk factor or risk tolerance when it comes to, trading your account? I use the 5% rule, 5 to 6%, never leveraging more than that of your actual account. So let's say 5% of $1,000. What is that? That's $50. So you don't want you basically don't want to risk more than $50, meaning if you were to get stopped out, your risk or tolerance shouldn't be no greater than $50, okay? So if you really take a look at it, to be honest with you, if you equate that to how many points that really equates to as far as a stop loss, that's like 12.5 points. And that's about average, because the market likes to swing on the NASDAQ, 10, 15 points, whatever the case is, just depending on where you got to trade and how you got to trade. But 12.5 points is definitely enough to trade the NASDAQ as far as a stop. So with $50, you could actually trade 2 contracts. If you're using a 5%, again, 5% leverage, only 5% of your account, that's $50. So you could trade 2 contracts at 12.5 points, okay? Because if you do the math on that, 12.5 points times 4, how many ticks is that? That's 50 ticks times 0.5 or 50 cent per tick, because that's the tick value for the micro E-mini NASDAQ, okay? And that's going to give you $25. That's trading 1 contract. Double up, that's $50. So trading 2 contracts, you have a max risk of $50, all right? And your aim should be going for at least a 1-to-1, $50 for stop, $50 for profit, and maybe even a 1-to-2, $50 for maybe, what you're risking, and then $100 for profit. If you do the math on that, and I've done this in a few videos. Let's say you're going for $100, right? So if you're going for $100 a day, trading 2 contracts with the 5% risk on a $1,000 contract, $1,000 account, then if you made $100, it's $100 a day. That's $500 in 1 week. You do the math on that times 4. That's $2,000. So then you take in your account from month 1 from $1,000, in which you basically invested into your brokerage account, to taking it up to $2,000. So you're growing at $2,000. So now you're at $3,000. It starts to snowball when you really get into like month 3 and 4 and 5. Then you can start, trading more contracts if you choose to. But I'm just here to tell you that trading using the 5%, 6%, never leveraging that amount of your account is a safe option. Okay, so that way you're not blowing through your account, blowing through money, because people, I've seen it, they blow their accounts multiple times. All right. So yes, It's definitely doable trading, even a $500 account. It's definitely doable, but you got to do a small increments, and you got to trade with a specific risk factor. You know, what's your leverage amount of how much you're looking to leverage in the markets. All right. Again, this is all centered around trading the micro futures. Would not definitely try to trade the E-mini futures at all, just with $1,000. Okay. I mean, that's going to be very tough, and you'll blow your account you'll blow your account in one trade if you take a bad trade. Meaning either that, or you're not gonna be able to trade again because you wouldn't have the right amount of money sitting in your account to fulfill the margin. Okay, so that's really what I want to talk about today, guys. Is where you can turn to if you're interested in trading futures. As far as you're going to need a broker. So AMP Futures is a very good option. Good reviews. I've been using them for a period of time, but I'm not saying use them just because of me. You do have options as well. You have NinjaTrader, Tradeovate, and a few others out there. But I think the brokers that have the most competitive prices are going to be the top three: AMP Futures, NinjaTrader, and Tradeovate. Okay, for all the beginners out there. So I highly recommend you taking a look at one of the three there. And yes, you can trade with a smaller amount of money, but stick with trading the micro futures. Definitely so. If you go to these brokers' websites and you click on like maybe on the trading info here on AMP Futures, you can go to margins, contract specifications, things of that nature. But you definitely want to take a look at their margins to figure out what is their day trading margin. That's going to let you know how much you need per contract to trade that specific instrument or micro indice, which is going to be the micro E-mini S&P 500, the micro E-mini NASDAQ 100, the micro E-mini Dow, and the micro E-mini Russell. Okay, those are the four indices, the major ones that you can actually trade using or trading with the micros. All right. Now, if you want more information in reference to like the 5% rule and how I apply it and how you can grow an account using that method, I have some videos on the channel. So you can go to the channel and just maybe whatever it is topic wise that you're looking to find information on, go to the homepage of the channel, use the magnifying tool, and search whatever topics that you have interest in, and there will be video content that will pop up. Okay, I've covered just about everything I possibly think of here surrounding trading futures. Great videos there. Now, there's also a private community for anyone out there who's interested in joining to learn the exact strategy that not only myself but a lot of people who are part of the Discord community actually use. One that I've explained in so many videos and break things down in great detail. So you're basically getting the cornerstone, or so you can grasp the cornerstone and the blueprint to how I actually trade using a specific strategy, all centered around supply and demand. But the key to it all is market structure, understanding what you're looking at on the charts. Because just imagine if you don't know what you're looking at and you don't know which way to really trade, then how are you going to take your trades? Are you just going to roll the dice and say, I'm going to go long? No, you got to understand structure and price action. You got to understand and put into place or apply a specific strategy so that you can make money. And that's why I break down the strategy and how I trade. And we have lots of people who are part of the Discord community that trade using the same strategy. There's also a testimonial section there on the Discord that you can check out and see where people are past evaluations or these prop firm challenges, and they're doing okay and doing well themselves. Or you can choose to trade with your own personal money if you choose to. Like myself, when prop firms didn't exist, guess what? I had no choice but to trade with my own capital. But I started off small. That's why I'm recommending and discussing this video today about trading with a small size account. Because when I first started, I think I only put $1,500 in my account because that's all I really had. But I was very cautious in taking trades. And this is before micros. All right. So just imagine I was trading the E-mini S&P 500 and I think a Dow at that time, $500 per contract. So, and I was very specific on where I put my stop loss. I made money, then I'll make winning trades, I have losing trades. It was up, down, and I stopped because I failed to understand one of the biggest components to trading, which is market structure. Understanding that is very important. So master that concept. I'll throw it out there right now. Now, if you're interested in becoming part of that private community where you can grasp, where you can watch the video content where I'm breaking things down in reference to the trade breakdowns, to where you get the market structure video, where you get the video playlist, it's very inexpensive, guys. I mean, what you get and the value for it is like pennies on the dollar a day. All right. There's a link down in the description portion of the video. It's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. Okay. Once you click on that, wait about 2 seconds and you'll see a few tiers pop up to your left-hand side. You'll see one titled the Elite Supporter. You'll see another one titled the Ultra Elite Supporter. Click on either one of them and it's going to let you know the perks and rewards that you receive for such the inexpensive amount. I'm being very serious when I say that because it's very inexpensive. It's like pennies on the dollar a day, but you get so much valuable content surrounding the blueprint. Okay, surrounding the cornerstone to how I actually trade, because I go into detail. What I do is the trades I take that I post over on the Discord, I break them down for this private community or within this private community. And there's tons of those videos there so that you can see setup after setup after setup and me breaking those trades down in reference to market structure, price section, profit targets, stop loss. But you also get the video playlist, the market structure video. And then if you want to take it one step up and receive my live recorded trading sessions where I record my trading sessions and I post them, the video content for the Ultra Elite supporters to watch. That's basically I'm walking you through as I'm talking and recording the session. I'm talking about the analysis broken down, market analysis broken down from what I am looking at when I first get in front of the charts, gearing up to the time I actually take my trades. And when I'm into the trades you see me take, I'll break them down in detail so you understand why I took that trade. Okay, so that's what you receive all as well. If you choose to become an Ultra Elite supporter, you receive everything as part of the Elite supporter and the Ultra Elite. All right. But outside of that, that's all I wanted to state. The link is down in the description portion of the video. If you're interested in joining the Discord, the link is down below. But that's it, guys. I appreciate you tuning in, watching today's video. If you're not a current subscriber, what are you waiting on? It's free to do so. Click the sub button down below. Make sure to turn your post notifications on by clicking the bell. And last but not least, if you found some value in today's video, please make sure to drop a like. Click that thumbs up button for me. Take care. See you in the next one.